believe having a good relation with all Middle Eastern countries, it's a good thing. And we want to be part of the Ibrahim Accord, but we want also to be sure that we secure a clear path of two-state solution. And today we have a healthy discussion with Mr. President that we're going to work on that to be sure that we can prepare the right situation as soon as possible to have that.
I think we're, I don't want to use the word commitment, but we've had a very good talk on the Abraham Accords. We talked about one state, two state. We talked about a lot of things in a short period of time. We'll be discussing it further too. But I think you have a very good feeling toward the Abraham Accords.
Yes, definitely, Mr. President. We want peace for the Israelis. We want peace for the Palestinians. We want them to coexist peacefully in the region. And we will do our best to reach that day.
And the defense agreement, have you reached agreement on that?
We pretty much have.
Quite a lot of headlines, once again, as we talk about where to even begin. Where would you begin after this historic meeting of the two leaders addressing such a range of topics?
Well, it was a quite extreme and somewhat impressive display of friendship and warmth between the two leaders. I am somewhat impressed that he managed to get MBS to say that Saudi Arabia wants to join the Abraham Accords. Now, he's been hinting at this for some time. I think I know all the various ways in which he's danced around it. I don't recall him ever saying such a thing. For that matter, in English, at the White House, of all the so-called pledges I heard about today, this to me is the most remarkable and the most potentially game-changing. He also mentioned that he would like to see this be as part of peace for the Israelis and Palestinians and also a path to Palestinian independence. Now, the word path is very important because it's one thing to establish a Palestinian state. We may be a long while from that, but the idea of a path towards one will require political change in Israel, certainly at the coalition level, if not at the prime minister level. I could see Netanyahu shifting and trying to have a new coalition that maybe can tolerate such a thing. This would be huge. If Israel manages to achieve normalization with Saudi Arabia, that is in many ways a leader of the Muslim world and the Arab world, by most measures, not population, but every other measure. This is really a culmination of almost a century of Israel trying to be accepted in a region. It's massive. It's bigger than the F-35s. But the other headline, of course, is that Trump has already given away a bit of the story even before he gets any of this, because Saudi Arabia has not committed actually to doing it right now, and it hasn't committed even money for the Gaza reconstruction. And they're already getting F-35s, according to Trump, at the same level as Israel, not an inferior version. And this is a defeat for Israeli diplomacy. Now, beyond that, clearly, this was massive messaging to the American people that Trump is open for business and is doing business. And I got to tell you, some of the numbers we heard today are so nonsensical. Part of the trick is that he implies it's in 1 year, but it could be over 100 years. $21 trillion. The entire U.S. economy is $25 trillion. The global economy is $100 trillion. I mean, if you believe that, I have a bunch of used Teslas for you.
Yeah, we'll certainly have to look more into the numbers that were thrown around during this meeting. But I want to come back to what you said about the F-35s, because, Yanki, this is something that has caused a little bit of concern here in Israel. But I want to talk even about the messaging from these two leaders sitting down and the U.S. president pretty much equating Saudi Arabia with Israel when it comes to allyship, when it comes to partnership.
Israel has to come with a bucket, with a list to Trump and make sure that the QME, the qualitative military edge of Israel, is being preserved. And we have such a list. So that, I'm sure, was discussed between the Prime Minister and President Trump. So I wouldn't say that and, add to that what we are doing in the F-35, the entire package around the F-35 is upgrading the plane, and the Saudis is not getting that. So I wouldn't say that if it stands alone, that's a problem. If it doesn't stand alone, and it comes with the package of normalization, then that's good.
Is involved. We have 20 seconds, Dan.
Two big things. Trump is obviously not committed to maintain Israel's qualitative military edge. He said, "Look, these are great allies."
Happy.
So the other thing is not one word about disarming Hamas. It's as if that problem didn't exist, and unless that happens very soon, everything we're talking about here is made a mockery of.